Taurus, hello darling. Welcome into your new moon and Gemini reading. It's Lauren the Mystic here, and we are here for a general check-in to tune into the energies of what is coming up with this new moon for you. The new moon's taking place at 6 degrees of Gemini. It actually took place yesterday, and I had a bit of a technical issue, Taurus. So this is your second reading. I did all of my readings yesterday, and Aries and yourself, you two were the last two on my list because I went Gemini through your sign. And my microphone died right as I started Aries, and I didn't even know it. So I went through the Aries reading and your reading, not knowing that my microphone was dead. So both videos have zero sound. Well, Aries starts and then it cuts out rather quickly. But there's a divine reason behind that. And I believe that there is something that needed a little bit more time for your message. Something about that message needed adjustment. So we'll just see. We're going to tune in. All right. So Taurus, this is for any Taurus sun, moon, rising signs or significant Taurian placements. This is a general reading. So of course, take what applies to you, what feels of resonance, and know that you always have free will to adjust the energies if you are not liking what you see. That's why we do these readings, is to kind of tune into what's coming up and how we want to continue to move. And hopefully they are here to support your soul growth path and process and where you're at in your own unique time. And it will, I hope, give you some confirmation, give you support, give you some guidance, and truly help you. So Spirit, what does our Taurus collective need to know for this Gemini new moon? What messages do we have? Thank you. Whoa. Number 15. The crossroad, Taurus. The crossroad. So a decision, fork in the road, something coming up. First Moonology card, I'll start reading as we go, but I'm going to continue to pull cards here. We've got surrender to the divine, full moon. And you've got double full moon energy here. Completion. So something where you're at this point in the process, you're being guided to surrender now to the divine, to universal forces. Let's see what this is about. Spirit, show us clearly for Taurus, Taurus sun, moon, and rising signs. Show us Taurus clearly with this Gemini new moon. What is coming up? What do you mean? Surrender what to the divine? What is this full moon completion energy? This crossroads energy coming down the pike for our beautiful Taurians. Show us clearly. One more shuffle. All right. All right, Spirit, show us clearly, please, for Taurus. Show, which one? There it is. Show us Taurus, please. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. All right, show us Taurus. What's coming up for this Gemini new moon? Show us Taurus, please. What do they need to know most? What is this story about? Oh. All right, I'll get that in a second. I don't like when they fall on the floor. Show us Taurus. All right. And what is underlying these energies, Spirit? Show us clearly. What are the energies underlying this reading? Clarify. One more. What are the energies underlying this reading, Spirit? Yes. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. All right. What do we have down there? Ah, yes. Okay, bear with me, darlings. I have to get all the way up because I'm in this like little nook area. I'm just going to allow that to inform us. Like I said, I don't love it when we have cards fall down. Okay, let's get it cracking, darlings. I actually think I want to pull your guidance cards. Okay, yeah. Ooh, I love it. One more, please, Spirit, for Taurus. What is underneath all of this? They're both coming. All right, here we go. Yeah, so I feel like the Nine of Wands that fell down, Taurus. Let's get rolling for real. I'm going to start and go all the way through here. The Nine of Wands is what fell on the floor, and I feel like the reason that is you might be coming into this feeling anxious or knowing like there's this I just heard, by the way, I'm clairaudient. I don't think I said that in my intro. If you're new to the channel, I will be delivering my channeled messages that come through, and I hear guidance. I'm clairaudient in that way, so that's how my channeling will start to come through as we talk. But what I was hearing is that there's almost like this primal knowing that that you're at the precipice of some kind of a change, or you're right at the end of a massive completion. And I'm feeling like this is massive, a massive completion for you of a cycle. And it feels like the end of a karmic cycle of some type of healing work and leveling up. So it's really big, but it's taken place through your sense of independence, your sense of self, your sense of being able to stand on your own 2 feet and feel good about the abundance that you have in your life, feel good about what is created, surrounding you, and not necessarily feel like you need to rely on another person, such as a significant relationship, in order to get by, but that you want that relationship to be your complement, because you are in your power and they are in theirs, and together you are better together. And that is where you're at, darling. That is where you're at. Wanting to have an elevated experience of love or nothing at all, knowing your worth, knowing your value, and not at all being willing to compromise on what that is. And with the Hermit being at the bottom of the deck, look at this Hermit. This is a super aligned hermit. This is a very spiritual hermit who has gone through a deeply alchemical spiritual process. They have gone within, they have done the work, they've aligned their energy, they have begun to manifest what they know is in the right alignment for them. They have purified their life. They are clearing away the things that do not serve them and are not on their path going forward. It doesn't support growth, vitality, or health. It's out of there. That's what the place that you are coming from, the energy that you are coming from at the foundation. So supporting that is the Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles here. So you not willing to accept less than what you know you're deserving of, and also what's in your full alignment, what really feeds your energy and brings vitality to your life. And you are at this place where you've either already done it or you're going to cut out the BS, right? You've got this Knight of Swords energy that's like this piercing, passionate truth where you're ready to, I'm just hearing like, peer beyond the veil. You're peering beyond the veil of what's on the surface, and you're looking at, is this in my full and highest alignment? Is this supporting me? And if not, my life doesn't really have room for it. And I truly feel that that contemplation that is really taking place now, you're in this incubus, this cocoon space, okay? We've got weight here, Taurus. Weight. So what this means is that you are in this space of needing to integrate and just take the time, go easy, get in your energy, darling. We've got Earth pulsing here, which is spending time with nature, going slow, allowing that sensual feminine energy to take over, to be, ultimately this King of Pentacles vibe, right? And as you do that and tune into your sensual pleasures, ground yourself in nature, slow down, take time to meditate, what you're doing is really integrating here with this. This is an integration of a spiritual upgrade, right? Look at this. And as I say that, I hadn't even read these other cards, but I'm going to go ahead. We're skipping forward, Taurus, so sorry about that. Empathetic starseed. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a second. And Earth School. So this is very much about you having had to go through this deep soul growth journey, the journey of Earth School. It's about a lot of karmic lessons come with that. A lot of up leveling to the energy comes with that. It sends you into what can be for a while, what feels like kind of like a perpetual shadow work journey, where you have like maybe your initial spiritual awakening, right? And you're starting to recognize that, and you're moving through and you're doing the shadow work, and you feel like you get to this place only to recognize it wasn't a place. It's a continuing path that next thing you know, oh, we're going deeper. Here comes more shadow work. Here comes more of this journey that you didn't know you had to still continue to unpack. And that's because sometimes our bodies, our vessels can only take so much at once. And when it's really deep, a really significant soul growth lesson, we might have to unfortunately have, as in this lifetime, multiple installments. And yeah, consciously we want to all say, okay, well, I didn't check in, I didn't sign up for this. I'm not on board. But that's what the learning is about. It's pushing you into knowing your energetic sovereignty, understanding your empathy, understanding your own energy, and learning not to take on the energy that is not yours. And part of learning not to take that on is to recognize what we are already carrying forward that we didn't even realize from a subconscious level, that comes with us from our family history, our ancestry, um, things from childhood that we don't necessarily recognize are really kind of getting imprinted into our psyches, getting imprinted into how we think about the world, the beliefs that we think are possible for ourselves and for other people, right? And at this point, you're at this place where you are looking for your tribe. You are ready to move into much calmer waters, leave conflict, leave stress, leave all of that. I just keep hearing that you're going to probably laugh if this resonates with you, Taurus, but I just keep hearing that you're done with the bullshit. I am done with the bullshit. I just keep hearing that over in my head. I am done with the bullshit. So it's like you are no longer able to tolerate certain lower vibrational, or what you're deeming to be lower vibrational behaviors or relationships or circumstances in your life. And you are not going to build or put your energy into any kind of way if it's going to bring with it the conflict, the stress, the drama, the patterns of the past, right? This is a deep, soulful transformation. And it has very much had to do with how you see yourself in your deepest relationships. And the lovers can, of course, it's obvious that it's our intimate relationships, right? So those are kind of like those heavy hitters, the big meat and potatoes of the situation. But also our family, also our business relationships, also how we relate with friends, how we are showing up, right? In our authenticity and how we are received. And you no longer have time for this Five of Wands. And it's taken a long time of experiencing what is right for you and what isn't. And it's had you experiencing multiple sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety, a lot of resistance, to even just experiencing that type of energy. So it looks like there is some type of crossroads coming for you. We're going to read the full definition just as I have with everybody, Taurus, but this is going to be our last cards. But I feel like, oh gosh, I literally just opened right to it. And I think I told you this is card 15. It actually says 13 when I open the page. So that's weird. XV is 15, right, guys? You see it, right? And then look in the book. By the way, this is an awesome, cute little, can you see that? It's backwards, I know, but you can tell that it's a 13, yes? I was gifted this by a dear friend, and this is The Alchemy of the Spirit, Oracle deck by Christina Gonzalez. She is a designer and illustrator, and her brand is Snakes and Roses. I'm not affiliated, but just calling out her work because it's really gorgeous. The crossroad is the moment of choices. The right path is the one you choose, Taurus. When you face making a decision, it's easy to become overwhelmed. So maybe that's also why this Nine of Wands wanted to show itself. Regardless of how big or small the decision is, fear can be life-stopping. But you need to understand that trying to make the right choice all the time and avoid all suffering is impossible. Any path you choose will have joy and struggles. That is what makes life. The only thing you can do is choose a path and make the best of it by committing to it. You need to get past your fear and make choices without trying to have full control of the outcome. Instead, commit and set your intention to make the best of any situation that comes your way. Whatever you do, do it fully, consciously, and passionately. Know that dreams, projects, and relationships need constancy, consistency, and dedication. So don't abandon them at the first struggle. Don't almost try. Don't almost love. Don't almost live. Oh my gosh, Taurus, I'm getting full body spirit bumps for you on that. So there's something really deep about you restricting yourself from something that you really want to do. What is that about? Maybe this Five of Wands is some inner conflict. Darling, are you judging yourself for some reason? The Judgment card's not out here, but I feel it all of a sudden. So instead, commit and set your intention to make the best of any situation. Oh, I read that. Okay. Yeah. Give yourself entirely to the moment or the person and don't dwell in the would'ves, the should'ves, or could'ves. They will clutter your vision, keep you from fully enjoying your present, then leading to a life of regret. Trust that whatever unfolds from your decisions is exactly what your heart needs to learn at the moment. Oh my gosh, an earth school learning. So is there something here that you're trying to prevent yourself from feeling pain anymore by not allowing yourself to go for something? I don't know. Feel into that for yourself, Taurus. But this is really about trusting that your heart is guiding you in the right direction, and that your heart is leading you to a place for a reason. And when we get to that place, there's always a decision, and sometimes we can worry far too much about what other people think when we're trying to make a decision that affects, you know, our life. People have opinions about that, apparently. Right? Our family, our friends, if we have them children, they have opinions and they influence our decisions. And so something's coming through on the back end of this reading about potentially some of you Taurians feeling a little nervous about, this desire. Have this desire to have a fresh new beginning, a restart, a rebirth. And there's some kind of internal stress, maybe, for some of you. And it feels, and this is only intuitive, okay? No cards are really showing this, but it feels like you're worried about the judgment of other people, or what other people might have to say about what makes your heart happy. And this card is really speaking to the fact that you only have this one life, Taurus, this one life to live. You don't want to live it with the regrets of what could have been, or, if only I had gone for this thing that I know I really wanted to do, but I never gave myself that chance because I talked myself out of it and it stressed me out and I was too afraid to go for it, right? But what if it doesn't fail, right? What if it doesn't? And so there's something that's being completed, and what I feel like it is you're getting rid of anything that's going to hold you back from achieving that full abundance, that full radiance of the heart, where you feel safe to join your heart with all the things, right? All the things I just heard. So not just love especially, but not just love in your passion projects, in a business, maybe it's a side hustle that you want to do, into your career, into your children, into your family, your relationships, your community. You want to create synastry from an open-hearted place that doesn't involve self-limiting beliefs, thoughts, stress, or holding yourself back. And the crossroads is about, how can I transform my own energy, right? That's part of the reason for the need to go into nature, to slow down, to tune into the rhythms, to listen for guidance. We're waiting right now because things are being woven in your favor. Things are still coming together. We still have 2 more weeks at least. Well, it's exactly 2 weeks, to be honest, to the full moon, but we've got 2 weeks. And so for the next 2 weeks, Taurus, this is telling you, take a break, go within, get clear on what you're not willing to regret. That's what I'm going to call your reading. What are you not willing to regret? All right. I love you guys. I will throw the link below. If I can give you any further support, if you'd like a personal reading, I do them only via email right now, but I will link that. Also, just a little shout out. First of all, if this reading resonates, please like. I really appreciate it. Please let me know if I'm on the money. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I am going to start creating readings with extendeds, and there's going to be a membership involved. And if you'd like to become a member, you'll be able to get access to all 12 zodiac extended. So you can watch your sun, moon, and rising. You can cross watch if you want, whatever feels good. And then once a week, I'm going to have a live call where we can get on. And if you've got a question, I'm going to be doing quick mini readings for members, and you'll get free questions as a part of the membership. So look forward to that on the way. Just trying to figure out how to create it right now, and it'll be here soon. So I love you guys. I wish you all the best, and I hope that this was really supportive to you. Take care. Bye.